I'm Dan O'Donnell. Welcome to Conversations. Hope you've been having a great weekend. My first guest is David Leikam. He's a West Allis native and resident of Dousman. He owns 4 full-service car wash locations in the greater Milwaukee area, and he's also the co-founder of a unique website called Work Now, WERK Now.com. It's a free platform for employers looking to fill immediate workload needs and workers, WERKERS, as the company refers to them, who seek on-demand jobs for quick cash. Dave, it is an absolute pleasure to welcome you to the program. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
So this is a unique platform for employers in Southeast Wisconsin and workers. How does it work? Give us a little bit of background about how this idea came to be.
Sure. Well, I've been in the car wash industry for 35 years. Started out when I was 19. I'm going to age myself there, but regardless. And it's always been a labor-intensive business. About 5 years ago, Jeremy, my partner, and Jeremy was managing one of the car washes, and we've been having trouble finding help for, at least the last 5 years. It's been getting steadily worse, as everyone knows, or more difficult. And Jeremy has a very extensive background in computer technology, as far as, writing code and understanding websites and building them. And I had brought to him the idea of, we're looking for employees. I said, I'm thinking about starting a temp labor company, and I'd be my own first customer, and we could, try to get people that way. He said, well, Dave, why don't we make an app? Let's do that. And that's where this thing the idea kind of came about. And we started thinking about it. And in our experience, or my experience, what I'm finding as of late more and more is there's from younger employees, newer employees to the workforce, I'm seeing that no one wants to commit. These workers don't want to make a commitment to a long-term job. Some do. I mean, there's great workers out there, and at my company, the people that work for me are fantastic, and I appreciate every minute they're there, doing a great job. But there's a lot of workers that we hire. They either don't show up, they come in and work a day, and they're like, this isn't for me, whatever, and they're gone. So what we decided to do is we thought, what if there was a way to offer a job, a simple job? So I'm talking the car wash, just take a couple towels here and wipe the water off this car as it comes through the end of the line. Or, hey, I'm going to have you spray the cars off as they enter, and that's it. And maybe it's a busy Saturday because I don't need that many employees all week long, but Saturday mornings are the busiest. So I just need 3 guys to come in. And that's where the idea came from. It's like if I had a place that I could just throw a job out, a temporary position, an on-demand type position for someone that's just looking to earn a few bucks. They apply. I contact them. I say, hey, just show up this Saturday morning at 8. We'll have you work till 2. And at the end of the shift, I'm going to pay you, whether I pay them cash or write a check or use Venmo or Google Wallet and Cash App, whatever. And, that's where the concept came from. And so it took us 5 years to really put this thing together. And every time we started designing it, it grew more and more tentacles, should I say, things that it should be able to do and shouldn't be able to do. And, so we finally got it put together. If I can mention them, we use iNet computers to build the site for us, and they've been very helpful and very good. But we're to the point now where we're promoting this. And we're hoping that we can help companies like ours, small companies that need to fill a busing position for to bus tables on a Friday night, or any day that someone needs work short term. And we're hoping that the workers out there that see this site might think, hey, I can go and earn a couple $100 on the weekend, and then I'm done, and I'm going to sleep in Monday morning or Tuesday, or I'm going to whatever, maybe college kids or even over the summer high school kids. But I guess that's the concept in as much of a nutshell as I can fit it into.
Yeah, it almost sounds like an Uber for employees and for work who are so used to this sort of gig economy that Uber and Lyft and the ride-sharing services have made. You're sort of taking it to that micro level with jobs that don't require taxi services or a car or something like that, saying, hey, you can work here for 5 hours. And I imagine that leads to relationships that ultimately do lead to more consistent part-time or even full-time work, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, that the employer is free to hire someone on full time or not, or keep their contact for a later time. One thing that I should mention too, right off the bat, because I know the first thing that people ask is, well, you're not really doing much of an interview here. How do you vet these employees? Well,
Yeah.
My experience right now is that, I'm so desperate sometimes at the car wash that I don't vet people a whole lot. They come in and they're like, hey, I want a job. Oh, great. Here, fill out this application. I just need your basic stuff, social security number and an ID or whatever. And here, go to work. I mean, I've very often just taken a guy that walks in and says, hey, can you work now? Yeah, sure. And that's kind of where the name came from. Yeah, go ahead. Just grab towels over there. Those guys will show you what to do and, go to work and we'll get all the details down as you're here, whatever. But, you obviously have to, as an employer, you should follow all the labor laws and things, but that still can be done. And pay these people, at the end of the shift, or if they want to be paid on a payday, whatever. But there's what I was getting to is there's a rating system. I got sidetracked. The employer and the employee have the ability to rate, and through a 5-star rating system, the employer can rate the employee, and the employee can rate the employer after the job is done. So if the employer loved this guy or this girl and says, hey, you were great, they give them a 5-star rating. And that goes on worknow.com under their account. And the employers or anyone potentially going to hire them sees that. As well for the employer. If the employer hires someone and says, hey, you're going to work 8 hours and then I'm going to pay you so much money, but the employer is like, doesn't follow through, well, the employee can come back and say, hey, this company didn't do what they say or whatever. So that's kind of the vetting system. It keeps everybody honest. At least we feel it will.
David Leikam, the co-founder of WorkNow.com, WERKNow.com. If you're an employer, David, how do you get started using WorkNow?
It's very easy, and that was the first thing when we created it. We wanted to make it silly, simple to use. Just go to WorkNow.com, WRKNOW.com, as you said, and set up an account. It's all right there on the website. You fill in all the information that is needed and set up your account, and then you just go post your job. There's a map of the area there. It's also GPS tracked, so wherever you are, it'll kind of see where you're at, but you can enter. It'll post a job at your address, and then it also puts a dollar amount on your job on the map. So as employees are looking around the map from wherever they are, they can pick a job based on the amount that the employer puts in. And then the employer also puts in other criteria, like, is this indoor or outdoor work? Is this nighttime work or anything specific, physical labor, desk labor, whatever it is. But those things are all filtered by the employee when they set up their account. But it's very easy to set up an account for either the employer or employee.
And that, of course, would be my next logical question. The employee sets up an account, and how do they sort of get started getting matched with employers who might be looking for someone like them?
They simply put in when they fill out their account, they just set the criteria, the filters, should I say, of what type of jobs they're looking for. They can put in fact, we even offer for the employers to offer a ride through Uber or Lyft. The employer can say, hey, this job includes a ride to work. And if you take our job, here's an Uber credit that you can use, or Lyft. But they put in their criteria of what they're looking for in a job. Once that criteria and those filters are set, they just go out to the map, and those types of jobs that fit that criteria will show up for them. This
is already in 3,400 counties across the United States, so it seems like it's expanding pretty rapidly.
Well, it's a website, so it can be accessed anywhere. That's right. There's no limit. I mean, we're two good old boys from Southeast Wisconsin that started this thing. We're not owned by Google or Facebook or anything like that. We're just working out of our home basement offices or whatever. But it's everywhere. Sure. Which again, let's say that you're in college and you're on spring break and you're down in I don't know, Miami or wherever you're going to go. And you think, hey, I've been down here and I've been having fun for a couple of days, but I want to earn some money. And you just pull up your WorkNow.com website, go out there, click on a job, go, hey guys, I'm going to take off tomorrow. I'm going to go earn a couple $100 over there. This place is looking for me to move boxes for the day. I'm going to get some money, and then on Thursday I'll be right back with you guys on the beach. So yes, it works anywhere, in any area. I mean, we're hoping that it's going to be used extensively nationwide, of course.
Worknow.com, the website, WERK now.com. The co-founder of worknow.com is my guest here, David Leikam. David, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with WorkNow. I really wish you all the success in the world.
I appreciate that. Thanks for having me on.
I'm Dan O'Donnell. You are listening to Conversations.